What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Danyol Jaye. Come on in the room. Yes. Come on in the room, honey. We are here for the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part unto review, honey. We are here to talk about this reunion of the Potomac Housewives, honey. And I got things to say, okay? I have a lot to get into. I took notes. I got my tabs here. The curls are popping. I'm giving you a little bit of jewelage. Honey, I'm giving you a look. Now, whether you like it and whether I'm on Gizelle's Fashions top 10 or not, I'm giving you a look, okay? So appreciate the look, appreciate the look, appreciate the look. Let's get into the fashions first. You know, I always like to start a review and talk about the looks that we saw today. Karen, the hair, I was okay with the hair, okay? The dress was giving me a little bit Macy's Day Parade, okay? It was giving me a little bit Macy's Day Parade with the rufflage, cufflage, foliage happening all up in this area. But the thing about Karen's outfit that really did press my buttons was the fact that her titties were not properly secure. Girl, we saw all of your strappy pasty shit. That's not some shit I want to see in a gown, okay? In a good dress, okay? In a frock. It's not what I want to see, boo-boo. Okay, if you're going to wear a type of dress where your titties are going to show and they're going to be out either by the right size, stop trying to squeeze all that sausage into an unfit casing, or you get the right bra. But it was just annoying the hell out of me that Karen had that little piece of cup, that little piece of nude couplet bra, and the see-through clear strap that was across her bosom. No, okay? We should not see your undergarments when you have on a gown, Miss Karen Huger. But I enjoyed the makeup. I did enjoy the hair. I didn't know about the little pieces that was covering up her earring. I don't think we needed that, but I was here for it. Gizelle. So Gizelle, they went in on Gizelle, okay? They went in on Gizelle. What's wrong with my voice? Woo! They went in on Gizelle's fashions, but I will say I enjoyed her dress. I enjoyed her look. I don't know if it's, she got that Vanessa Williams type light skin type stuff where all of this part look real wrinkly. And it, you know, sometimes when you are of a lighter complexion, you don't have enough melanin to hold those things tight. And so it was a lot of necklage that was just bothering me, you know. And that's, I'm not trying to say she old. I'm not trying to come for the folks of a particular age. But I'm saying you might have to moisturize that area just a little bit more, because it was a lot. I don't know if it was a lighting, camera angles, or what, but it was giving me major Thanksgiving turkey neck, and I was not here for that. Robin, the dress, amazing. The face, amazing. But bitch, what the fuck was that hair do? Girl, your hair looked like you put that bitch on a printer and tried to print you tried to fucking screen print a fucking cheetah print on the side of your fucking bob. I don't know who the fuck told you and your stylist that that was the way to go. Oh, but honey, it was not. It was not. It was not. Okay, that was a hell to the no. Hell no. Girl, what? No, I was looking at her hair like Robin. Why did you screen press your bob? How the fuck did you get that Lego cheetah print shit on your fucking bob? And who did it? You should sue them. Ashley looks beautiful to me. You know, pregnant women always look amazing and wonderful. I did not enjoy the dress necessarily, but I'll tell you this, production, y'all gotta do better. Because if Ashley's hair would have changed one more motherfucking time between cut scenes, I was gonna have an aneurysm, okay? I was just gonna go into epileptic fucking shock. Bitch, first we have the straight, kind of puffy hair, you know, like when you used to straighten your hair and your hair is thick and you blow dry it and you straighten it and you wake up in the morning and that moisture hit it. that moisture get up in them roots, huh? And it start to puff up a little bit. That's what she had. And she had it slick cascaded down the side of her face. And then in another shot, the bitch was curled up. So I don't know if we started curly and she swept that shit out, or if she went in with the puff and then it was like, oh shit, her hair is puffy, let's go try to fix it. And then they came back with the curlage. But your hairstylist should have caught that shit before you went on the camera. And they said, lights, camera, action, bitch. That was not, no, absolutely not. I thought that Monique looked amazing, okay? Her skin was glowing. I love the hair. I loved the dress. The only thing I did not like about the dress, and you can't really tell because she's sitting, but she posted a picture on her social media with the dress, and the dress had like an arch design in the front, like a split, but it was kind of like an arch. I didn't necessarily care for that, and I wasn't too sold on the nude shoe that she chose, but she did look beautiful to eye. Wendy, girl, honey. Now, Wendy, you know I gets on your ass all the time. But what we not gonna do is we're not gonna not call a thing. Your skin, Miss Wendy. Oh! Your skin, the melanin was on, bitch. The Nigerian melafucking was on, bitch. Somebody paid the melanin bill because that fucking skin was on glow mode. The hair was poppering. Like, it was giving me so much life. I was like, yes, bitch, do that. The dress was nice. The only thing I did not like about the dress was the front part. It just, I know it was supposed to be like a ruffly type of shit, but it kept folding over and it looked like it was too big in the bosom part. So it looked like you didn't have enough titty to hold the dress up. And so that was the only part I didn't like, the little flappity piece of the dress that was up front. I didn't like it, but girl, you looked good. I can't get over her skin, oh my God. The melanin was on. Somebody paid the melanin bill, and thank you for whoever paid. I done lost my pen. Thank you for paying the melanin bill, because bitch, I was here for it, okay? Candice! Now, I don't know if y'all know this about me. I have a real big, like, distaste for bows. I don't like fucking bows. So the bow shirt shit she had on, I thought was absolutely hideous. She was trying to do like a two-piece, you know, I don't know if it was a two-piece or if it was a one-piece. I don't know what the fuck it was. But it looked like a two-piece. And the bow top, and then she had like the sequins glittery bottom. The sequins glittery bottom, that was cute, I guess. But that fucking bow, I can't. Now the hair, the tail, the ponytail, the butterfly ponytail, I was here for the butterfly ponytail. I was like, yes, hair, let's do this. And of course, you know, Candice has a beautiful skin. Makeup was gorgeous. She looked wonderful from the neck up. But from that neck down to about the waist area, that fucking bow shirt, I didn't, no, absolutely not. And I think that was everybody. We talked about Gizelle, Karen, that was all the fashions. Andy, and you ain't right. You a shady motherfucker. You one of them gays that just like to be fucking shady. When he talked about how Wendy and Karen had on the same fucking shoes, you don't tell no women about having on the same shit. That's just not what the fuck you do. And you are homosexual. You ought to know better than that bullshit. Let me grab my pen. You ought to know better, Andy. You did that shit because it was shady. Okay? It was a little funny because they was looking at each other. Because bitches always, you know, they always want to feel like they want to up you. But when you got on the same shit, it's like, oh no, bitch, we shop at the same place. So you can't one up me in this area. So it really doesn't fucking work. So, Andy, you were shady for that. Okay, but they did have on the same fucking shoes. Let me see. I took notes. Speaking of fashions, honey, the table went in on Gizelle's fashions, okay? Now, Gizelle, bitch, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you, baby. You know, it's all fun and games, okay? I love you, but I called it like I said. I review an edited version of a reality TV entertainment show, and let me tell you, Miss Gizelle Bryant, okay, your fashions is questionable, okay? And they're questionable because sometimes you wear things that, to me, is not for your age group. Because like Karen said, bitch, you're 50. You're not 20, you're not 30, and 50 is the same fucking 50 that it has been. It is not the new 20, the new 30, or the new fucking 40. It's 50. And so some things just don't work for your demeanor. And so some of your color palettes, some of your accessorization, are not always there for the people. But let me tell you that Gizelle felt a way. Honey, Gizelle felt a way that everybody, including her bestie, Robin, had some shit to say about this fucking wardrobe. And when Candice said, I just want you to have time with a really great stylist. Bitch, her face was fucked up. She was sitting there like she had just sucked a dick that was dipped in Sour Patch Kids. Bitch, she was like, I know all you bitches is not coming for me right now because you ain't never said shit about my fashions. And she tried to make it seem like it was just Karen. But Karen was, honey, Karen was on it tonight. Karen was giving, and I was living for what Karen was giving. And we'll get to that in a minute. But like Karen said, bitch, no. Okay? They've been wanting to tell you this shit all the fuck long in this series. But they have not because they didn't have an opening. Now they have the opportunity. And so them bitches took it. They said, bitch, you can't dress, you need help. Okay, raise your hand. Okay, what's stylist aisle 1 for Gizelle Brain, okay? Moving on, there really wasn't a lot that occurred in this first part, which lets me know that we could have did this fucking reunion in 2 parts. We did not need no fucking 3-part reunion, but we knew that they was gonna drag this shit out. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I can remember. One of the conversations that came up was Wendy's degrees. And it was funny because when Andy introduced her and he said, did you gain any degrees, you know, since we stopped filming? And she was like, oh, I got my degrees. I'm always ready. Bitch, that wasn't a question. That let me know in that moment, bitch, your reads are rehearsed because what he was asking you, what you should have been like was, I don't have no new ones, but the ones I have, oh, they'll do. That should have been your response. Let's see. We talked about Karen's little pasty shit in the titties. The colorism comment. Okay, let's talk colorism. I agree with Wendy that as it pertains to women, specifically black women, more specifically dark-skinned black women, that there is certain language that is used and that is made to create a false narrative of that group of women. And calling black women aggressive when they are assertive, calling black women in any way, shape, or form, trying to make them look like this big, bad, evil thing, is a problem in this country. I will definitely agree with her on that. However, I do not feel that you get to use this narrative of colorism when the word aggressive fits the behavior in which you have, fits the energy in which you are using. And it was really interesting to see her argue this point and tell people, you know, you can use another word, but when Andy asked your punk ass, what the fuck other word should I be using, your bitch ass couldn't find one. And not near one of your 4 fucking degrees could you find a replacement for aggressive. Why, bitch? Because aggressive is aggressive when you're aggressive. Okay, bitch? What's another word? Hostile, bitch? You want me to use hostile? You probably would have had a problem with the word hostile. Okay? Then you said that you didn't like the word ferocious, which was the word that you said that Ashley used when talking about Candice's old little chocolate drop ass. So, I mean, what the fuck word do you want? See, because here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to take a colorism argument and twist it and turn it to make other people who are not dark-skinned or even people who are brown-skinned and dark-skinned try to tiptoe around telling your punk ass that, bitch, you aggressive. And you are, boo-boo. There are moments where you are aggressive. Again, I agree with Robin. It is a layered conversation, okay? There's an ebb and a flow to the conversation. There's an ebb and flow to the narrative. But at the end of the day, if you make a request of people to say, don't use the word aggressive, use another word, then bitch, you got to be prepped and ready to go with another motherfucking word. You can't sit there and say, there are other words out there. Well, bitch, pick one. If there are so many words to use, bitch, pick one. Okay, and I'll use that one. You don't like aggressive? I'll use ferocious. You don't like ferocious? I'll use hostile. You don't like hostile? I'll use violent. I mean, which fucking word do you want me to use? So that was my only thing about that bitch, was the fact that you want all these fucking words to be used, but you can't fucking pick one for your fucking self. Bitch, I'ma call it what the fuck it is. You are aggressive. Just like I'm being aggressive right the fuck now, bitch. You are aggressive. And I agree with Ashley that you do, whether you see it that way or not, you do use your degrees as a weapon, like most black people do, who get to a certain level of education or get to a certain level of whatever success or in their process or in their game. When they start achieving a proximity to white privilege, they want to treat everybody beneath them as the lower class. They want to treat them differently. Oh, I'm better than you. I got my PhD, so now I'm better than you. And you have used your degrees as a weapon quite often in this fucking show. So, Wendy, I'm going to need you to take ownership of that when you want to talk about accountability and all that good, great gander. Okay? Get it together. Get it together. I don't personally think or feel or pontificate upon the idea that calling Wendy aggressive has anything to do with her being a dark-skinned woman. There are other light-skinned women on this stage who are often fucking aggressive. And if you are going to, and your statement, again, I could stay here for a minute. Okay, I could stay here for a minute, but I'm not. I'm going to say this and move on. I think that it's interesting that your statement was about women. You said, and I'm paraphrasing, but you said that there are certain words and phrases that are detrimental to women. You did not specify dark-skinned women. You said women in general, women of color, black women, whatever, but you did not specify dark-skinned women. So when that is the point that you make, okay, that there are certain words that you should not use because they paint women in a particular narrative, then I also think that it should not be allowed for any of the women on the stage. Don't just sit there and say, oh, well, don't use it on me because I'm a dark-skinned black woman, but it's okay to call Ashley aggressive because you called her aggressive quite often. It's also okay, it should not be okay to call Robin aggressive or Karen aggressive or Gizelle aggressive. It's if the word aggressive and words like aggressive create a false narrative, then it shouldn't be used at all, period, at the end of the day. That's just how I would feel about it. But I think that it's very interesting that it's an okay word to use to describe the actions of Monique. Even before we got to the fight. Because Monique has been called aggressive quite often on this show. They did a whole montage about the aggressive moments that Monique had. And Monique ain't light-skinned. I don't give a fuck where you look. Okay, she might not be deep chocolate, but the bitch ain't light. Okay, she is a dark brown-skinned girl. Okay, brown-skinned girls. Okay, I'm not going to. So I'm just saying, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. And if we're going to be fair, bitch, let's be fair across the fucking board. Let's not try to snake this fucking narrative just for your punk ass. Candice. I cannot take your emotional manipulation upon the people that are in this cast. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. And I need for a therapist to watch this show and to have you in their room, on their couch, so that they can hold you accountable for the bullshit and fuckery that you participate in and that you project. The conversation between her and Ashley, when Ashley was trying to get her to understand that how you interact with a person can also be problematic, that your words can also be problematic, and she still didn't get it because you're so defensive and you don't like certain people. Bitch, let me tell you something. A broke fucking clock is still right twice a motherfucking day. So just because you don't like a bitch, you might want to listen to what the fuck they have to say, because people who care about you, who are saying the same thing, bitch, it might be just you. And Gizelle has said this to you. Karen has said this to you. Ashley has said this to you. Monique has said this to you. The only bitch that has not said this to you is the bitch that acts just like you in another type of aspect, and that's Wendy. That's why that bitch is your ride or fucking die, because y'all act just a fucking like. You can't take accountability for shit you do, for shit you say, and you always want to use what you have and who you are connected to as a weapon for those that you feel that you're above. So, bitch, you and your tears can kiss my motherfucking ass, girl. You can kiss the deepest, darkest, curviest crevice of my most inner iridescent asshole. Girl, because I can. It irritates me because there are so many people out here that are emotionally abusive. And Robin, let me come to your ass for a minute. Now, Robin, you know I like you. You cool. I didn't like that fucking hair or that bob, bitch. Don't ever do that shit no more. But let me come to Robin. I'm going to need you to stop bringing up who Ashley was for you when Ashley is going at Candice. Because here's the thing. We're not talking about y'all issues. That shit happened season 1, 2, maybe fucking 3. Okay? So if you on your own have not resolved the feelings and issues that you have with Ashley, you don't get to use what's going on between Ashley and Candice to solve your fucking issues and to put Ashley in the place that you feel she needs to be. What the fuck she's saying to Candice? Candice needs to fucking hear it. And you need to help Candice hear it if you want to be Candice's fucking friend. Okay? Because let me tell you something, boo-boo. Let me tell you something. Okay? If Candice don't catch hold of this wisdom that Monique's ass whooping should have gave her, she got another ass whooping coming in her day, whether it's on camera or off camera. So don't get mad that Ashley is able to voice how she feels when she feels it against somebody that has done her wrong. That is not your opportunity to try to what's the word that I'm looking for? Trying to close the chapter or try to resolve the issues that y'all had fucking years ago. Bitch, if you didn't resolve that on your own, this is not the fucking time for that. And I'm getting tired of Robin coming up talking about, well, Ashley, remember when? Bitch, I do remember. I do remember when I was that bitch. And then that bitch had a baby. She had to change. And now I'm talking to the new bitch who was acting just like me. And I'm trying to help that bitch be better. But instead of you seeing that, all you see is a recreation of the issue you had, and because you didn't speak the fuck up and take Ashley to task in the motherfucking moment, now you want to ride the bandwagon. No, bitch. No. No, no, no. No, no. No. So, Candice, let me tell you from my mouth to your ears, if you watch the video, I think you a cool girl. I think that you're smart. We know that you're beautiful. There's some talent there in the music area, okay? I've listened to your song. It's not that great. Don't act like it is. Just saying. And this is coming from a singer. Woo! So don't try me, because I can sing, okay? Because I know how y'all bitches be. Well, my song is on iTunes, bitch. I got songs on iTunes, too. It's not that fucking hard. You can go to Reverb Nation, pay $2.99 and get your shit on iTunes for damn near nothing, okay? So it's not that hard to get on iTunes, okay? Just saying. But let me say this to Candice. At some point in your life, and hopefully it doesn't take you having a baby to experience this, but at some point in your life, you're going to have to take responsibility for your mouth and for your thumbs on Twitter. Because, and this is why I say I hope it doesn't take you having a baby. Because what's going to happen is that you are going to become a mother at some point. Because you want to become a mother. And somebody new is going to come into this group and do to you the very thing that you're doing to everybody else. And you are going to feel in that moment everything that Ashley and Monique and everybody else is talking about. And people, I hope, who are your friends, I hope they do you a favor and say, sweetie, this is what happens when you don't handle your business and your business handles you. because you don't want to change your behavior and change your outlook and change your perspective, you're going to reap the very seeds of discourse that you sow. And if you know that you can be reckless on Twitter, bitch, delete your Twitter account. Period. It's not that fucking important. Or give it to a bitch that only uses it to promote the good shit that you have going on. Okay? But, I mean, I'm just saying, you got, at some point, you have got to take accountability, and hopefully you understand that you are so much like the individuals that you always have problems with. You know, you're so very much like Ashley when Ashley acted like you. You're so much like the part of Monique that whipped your ass, even though you're talking about how aggressive she is, but so are you. The manipulation, just like your mama. How your mama uses who she is and uses her money to manipulate you, bitch. You do the same thing to other people, whether it's money or friendship. You used this friendship circle as a bargaining chip to try to isolate Monique, bitch. That's some shit your mama did to you. So I'm gonna need you. I need a therapist to come into your life in the mighty name of the Most High God. We ask right now, Jesus, that you come on in and bless Candice with a good therapist. A therapist that is gonna be able to help her heal her traumas, but also call her on her bullshit. Because this whole mental health spin that you got on this fucking Monique situation, bitch, I'd have bopped you in your fucking face my goddamn self. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sidebar commercial. The badges are on. So if there's something that I said that you agree with, if there's something I said that makes you laugh or that you just like, go ahead, purchase a badge, send a badge. I appreciate it. Thanks. So, bitch, I'm gonna need you to get it all of the way together. Okay? And I just pray in the mighty name that you get a therapist that's able to do that, because you need that. Let's get to the beginning of the nitty-gritty. This binder, this booklet, this Mean Girls slam book shit that Monique has with dividers in it. Let me just say, for every one of you bitches, Gizelle, Robin, Candice, all you bitches that feel like this binder is irrelevant and unimportant, I'm here to tell you, where's my mirror? I need a mirror. Where's my compact? Girl, let me go ahead and... This is your life, bitch. This is your life. This is your life. I need you to understand. Every bitch that got a problem with that fucking binder is because you know that that binder holds some truth to every single thing about your motherfucking life. And anybody who has a problem with that binder, who's going to say how childish of it, bitch, I think that that was the most fucking phenomenal shit that Monique could have ever fucking done. Because here's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the he said, she said. Bitch, you want to talk about what was said? Let's print this motherfucker out there. Okay, let's talk about it, bitch. Okay, because what I'm coming with is facts and facts alone. I don't need my motherfucking opinion because facts are facts and the truth stands on its own whether you like it or not. And when I tell you, when Monique started to burble out that number for Jamal Bryant, okay, and his new baby mama and his girlfriend, that's not Gizelle. Whoo! Silence. Silence fell upon the room, and the prophet said, hey, they were shooketh. I have never seen, ever in my life, I have never seen Gizelle be quieted in the way that she has been quieted with the shit that both Karen and Monique has brought up into the conversation. And Gizelle, as much as I love you, as much as I appreciate you, and I think that you're great for television, I am going to be real with you in this moment. All of the discourse and shade and venom that you have participated in, projected, stirred the fuck up, and or started since the moment you got on a camera for this show, it's all going to bite you in the ass because you have navigated this space as an executive producer and a castmate. And so there is a part of you that feels like that you queen bee and that you could just do shit and it don't affect you. And this season and next season, I'm sure you're gonna find out, oh bitch, you are not exempt from the bullfuckery that is about to happen on this fucking reunion. I just want to let you know that. And I hope that you are able to take in stride the truths that come upon your doorstep, the way that you advocated for other women in past reunions to deal with the truths that you said you were speaking from your mouth in. Well, bitch, now it's your turn. You are in the hot seat, okay? And the word on the motherfucking street is that this bitch got receipts. Hey! I hope you got the prayer line, the fucking new birth, bitch, because you gonna need it. When she rattled that fucking number off, and Andy looked at her and said, well, bitch, is that his number, bitch? And she said, yeah, that's his number. But I don't believe anything that comes from her. Bitch, you ain't got to believe it. Believe that I don't talk to your fucking husband. Believe that I don't have a reason to be in contact with your fucking husband. But believe that I got this motherfucker's number from a text message that somebody sent my ass that I printed out and put in his binder, bitch. Okay, so believe that. Believe that. Take this fucking print out and put it on your fucking dressing room wall, bitch. Believe that. Because that shit is real. I got this fucking hair. That shit is real. Believe that shit. And I also want to give an honorary mention to Karen, honey, because Karen is bringing it, this reunion, honey. She's holding no bars, okay? No holds bar, honey. She is coming for Gizelle. And I feel, and in a way, I'm not against it. I'm here for it because I feel like, Gizelle, you got what's coming to you. You have the very thing that you are getting from these two women in this reunion is the same thing you put out in every other fucking reunion with every other bitch that's on the stage except Wendy, because that bitch just got here. So I am very interested to see what else is in this motherfucking book. And Monique, let me talk to you, honey. Let me just talk the fuck to you, home chick. I didn't like your black ass when you first came on this fucking show. I didn't. I thought that you was too fucking uppity, materialistic, and vain as fuck. Okay? But something happened. The following season still wasn't fucking with you. But somewhere mid-season 2, or your second season that you was on there, I felt a change in your spirit, in your Shata Plus Supreme over by your kidneys. And I started fucking with you a little bit more. And I'm going to say this right here, right now, and I hope you don't make me choke on my fucking words, but I'm going to say it. I like you. I think at the core of who the fuck you are, you's a real bitch. And you seek truth and authenticity at all fucking times. And you are able in the moments that you have to put yourself in the fire as well. Because when she told that, when Candice was trying to have her fucking moment and discredit this fucking binder, bitch, y'all can make fun of the fucking binder all you want to. I don't give a fuck if she came with a binder, a tablet, a fucking Nokia fucking phone with notes on that bitch. The fact is, when she told Candice, I got a tab in here for everybody on this stage, including myself, that spoke to me in a different type of way. That let me know that, bitch, I'm not above being called to the carpet. But what you not gonna do, okay? Not in front of fucking America, bitch. What you not gonna do is you not gonna pull me on the carpet and act like your shit is all rosy, pristine, and clean. Oh no, bitch. If we putting it on the table, bitch, we putting it on the table. Okay? All right. Now, I will be here next weekend for this fucking part 2, because I want to know what the fuck is in this binder, and I want to know what Chris got to say. And here's the thing that you got to understand about Mr. Chris Samuels, okay? This is what you got to understand. Chris Samuels is an old type nigga. He an old Southern type nigga, which means he don't get into female shit. Period, point blank, the fuck edges. He allows the women to deal with women shit. He gonna deal with the man shit. And if whatever deals with the family, he gonna protect his fucking family, provide for his family, stand by his family. The fact that this man is gonna get on this stage and have something to say to air one of these women leads me to believe that they are not being 100% honest. And that there is a lot of truth to the version that we are hearing from Monique. Because Chris don't say shit to no fucking body. So if y'all done pissed this fucking giant off to the point where he feels like he got to address your female ass directly, oh baby, I need to know I need to know the gaga, the tea, I need to know it all. I done came unbuttoned. Luckily I got on an undershirt. If I had titties, that wouldn't have been a good look with it. Oh my, let me, oops, snap it, and we're back in business. So I'm very much here for next week, for the next week's episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 2. I will be here. I will be watching. I don't know if I look this fabulous, but I decided I was gonna give y'all a look. Next week, a bitch might be in some PJs and a motherfucking hair wrap. I don't know. Okay, but I want to thank y'all so much for watching. Let me read some of these comments before I get on out of here. Chocolate Tenders, I see you, boo-boo. Miss Pia Days, if y'all need some, well, I don't know how they're operating in COVID, but if you need some bartending services, honey, Chocolate Tender Bartenders got you covered. Shout out to them. But Chocolate Tender says, come on, therapy session. This is nothing but the truth. You know, I tried to speak the truth as honest as I know it to be. Okay, that's always my promise, is that I will always speak the truth as I know it to be. Okay, and if there's a different truth out there, I'm willing to listen. And if my truth needs to change, I'll change it. But if it needs to change, that means it needs to change because somebody said some shit to make some sense. Now, if you're just saying some shit that don't make no sense, bitch, I can't help you. Adon Love says, yo, that divider was everything. Bitch, I am here for the high school keep your shit in order organization, okay? I was here for it. I was here for it. Adon Love says, people say bring receipts, and she did. And this is my thing. Had it been one of y'all bitches, because, see, I'm not that fucking friend. Okay, let me just be, and for those of you who know me personally, y'all know, I'm not that fucking friend. If you wrong, bitch, you wrong. Okay, but if some shit was on point, some shit was on point. Now, just because she read Gizelle for her fucking life about this goddamn Jamal Bryant Dickley and the phone number and the bitch that he been with, okay? Now, just because Gizelle is in her fucking feelings, I'm not going to be like, girl, can you believe she brought another fucking binder? I'm going to be looking at your ass like, bitch, what the fuck she got in that binder? Because this bitch brought a receipt. She did her homework. I'm not going to call her petty. You goddamn right. She made time to put her receipts together because I'm that type of person. Like, no, bitch, if you want to say I'm lying, if you want to, bring my integrity and the truth that I speak to the carpet and on judgment, bitch, I got to come with facts. And so she did. And Robin, you need to be a motherfucking friend to Gizelle and let Gizelle know, bitch, I know that you might not like this fucking binder, but the bitch got his number. So what else could be in this fucking binder, bitch? Because you need to figure out how you going to address it to the public. Okay? So anybody got a problem with the binder, bitch, it's just because you mad. And whatever's in that motherfucker is true as hell. Because if it wasn't no truth to the binder, bitch, I would be unfucking bothered. Bitch, you could have brought a whole fucking FBI setup in this bitch. If I know ain't shit on it that pertains to me that is honest and true, I don't give a fuck. Run the fucking tape. Run the fucking tape. That's how I feel about it. People say bring receipts. She did. Ooh, child. Big Barbie says it's the outfit for me. Oh, well, thank you, Puddin'. Shout out to the Plus Bus. You can follow them on IG. I got this little piece from them, and it's a jumper. It's a full-on jumper. Now, it's the Plus Bus, so they sell clothes for, plus-size folks. I am a plus size, okay? But I look about 7 months pregnant, and I'm trying not to be 7 months pregnant. Now, if I looked a good, 2 or 3, that'd be cool. But 7, that's a bit much for me. So I'm trying to get it down. So I'm not going to show you the jumpsuit in full, but you get the top version. You get it's the best part anyway, okay? One little honey says, when Gizelle's daughter started with the faces, she should have made the decision to take heed to what and how they were trying to give her clues when her daddy walked out. And I believe I said this last week. I feel like there is a line that one has to really navigate when you are a dating individual with children. Because no, your children can't always dictate who you date, but who you date is going to have to, at some point, have a relationship with your kids if it goes any further. And so just because Jamal is their dad, they don't give a fuck about that. Because him being their dad ain't got shit to do with him being your man. And they understand the difference. You, Gizelle, do not, I feel. Because you're trying to move this narrative along to get this family unit back together. But your daughters are not dumb. And that's kudos to you and Jamal for raising them that way. To raise them to have a mind and to raise them to have the intellect to be able to call out bullshit. Now, it just fires back on you when that bullshit just so happens to be you and the man you fucking. Okay? And the bitches he's fucking with. So, I mean, you know, now the one thing about Monique that I will say, Monique should have never brought up Gizelle's kids. Okay, when she said that your kids are over there, and they don't even like that's not your place, to talk about her kids, because you haven't had a conversation with her kids. You have not been involved in those conversations. So, Monique, make your point, but leave her children out of the fucking point, okay? And that's for everybody. I feel that about everybody. Why weren't the women behind Ashley when Miss Candice threw the butter knife? Because they didn't give a fuck about Ashley. And that's just what the fuck that is. They wanna ride for the motherfuckers that they like. I'm gonna ride for the motherfuckers that are right. So, I mean, now, if you are right, but I don't like you, I'm not just gonna let you come for my fucking friend, but I'm gonna let my friend know, yo, we need to have a different conversation because the bitch got a point. You know? Chocolate Tender says, great analysis and recap. Thank you, boo. You need to bring it to the tea party, honey. What's the tea party, honey? What's the tea party? Great review as usual. Thank you. This was everything. Love you from the UK. Hey! I'm from the UK. I'm not, okay. Is it offensive when Americans start trying to speak in like a British accent or anytime somebody mentions the UK? Because if it's offensive, I don't want to do it. But I can't help it because I just love the accents of the UK. Yes, thanks, boo. Virtual bartending classes. Come on, virtual bartending classes. Y'all can go to chocolatetenders.com and learn how to be a virtual bartender. Girl, how much is these classes? A bitch might have to go myself and learn how to bartend. But y'all be having some fine men associated with y'all. So do I get one of them too in the virtual? Do I get to look at one of them in the virtual class? Because some of the pictures y'all be posting, I'm like, damn, he fine. Mark Anthony J says, miss you, boo. Hope you're good. I am doing well. Thank you. Forbidden. What is it? Child, y'all in these names. Forbidden Ambrosia. Beautiful queen. Oh, thank you. Pastor Horley. I hollered at that comment. Okay? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Period, point blank, and edges, and the bitch got edges to spare. Okay? KC Book Cafe says, Gizelle brought her daughter up when she tried to excommunicate Monique. And that's, I assume you're talking about me telling Monique not to bring up Gizelle's daughter. In this regard, two wrongs don't make a right. If you want to bring up my kid, I'm not going to retaliate and bring up your kid, because here's the thing. Your kids have nothing to fucking do with it. Okay? So as an adult, I'm going to be the better person in that situation. I'm not going to use your kids as leverage, even though you were dirty and nasty and gripey and snipey and snaky, to use mine or to try to use mine as leverage in this argument. That's just how I feel about that. Kids, parents, like those things are just, they're off the fucking table. Don't do that shit. Miss Tia 13 says, but the whole story about Monique was about her child, but I agree, kids are off limits. Hey, Curtis Blow. Ew. Curtis, you might have to change your screen name or put a little weed leaf at the end of it, because that in this moment just now I was like, that don't sound right, but I understand you smoke weed. Miss Too High says yes, as it don't sound good. Ew. But it's okay. You get a pass. I get a pass for what? Oh, that's Miss Too High. She's talking about the about the using the UK accents when you speak to somebody from the UK. Okay, so I won't do that. I apologize. I apologize. I want to see the rest of this binder, bitch. I want to see the rest of this fucking binder. $20 drinks on drink. Hey, come on, $20 drinks on drink. Y'all, $20. You can learn how to be a bartender online. Get into it. Get into it, bitch. Get into it. Andy said it's going down in Housewives history. Look, I enjoy the fact that they don't have to fucking do this shit virtually. So I enjoy that they were able to find a fucking venue where these bitches can be 6 feet apart. Okay? They can't grab nobody. If you gonna drag a bitch, you gonna have to walk a mighty long way across that fucking stage. So I'm here for it. I am here for it. Thank you so much for the badges. All right, that's the end of the comments for now. I will be here next week to talk about the reunion part 2. Make sure that you are liking and following my shit at Danyol Jaye on all platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you are not following me on TikTok, please go over to TikTok and see my content. I do a lot of little funny stuff shit over there. And outside of that, I love y'all, and I will see you next video. Smooches! Oh, and I'm going to say this to you before I leave. If you can't be pretty, be petty. And if you can't be petty, find a friend who can. Later!